Boom! We are here checking the integrity of my recording. Looks like we're good to go, and yeah, sure. Hey everyone, Greg again here, Geek Cheese, on YouTube with some more Cheese League Baseball action. Thank you so much for coming in, hanging out. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to Joey, coworker. He said he watches these sometimes. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the folks that came over from Reddit. Our numbers shot up like crazy after that Reddit post. So that's great. It's great. Thank you so much for coming and checking it out. We have game number 5 here, folks, of the Mozzarella Maneaters and the Stilton Saucers. This is a weird hobby of mine that I do. Every time I do this, I just keep thinking to myself, this is just a really strange thing that I do. But yeah, we got the Maneaters and the Saucers battling here. Game number 5. I'm getting the sheets together because I forgot to do that. So as you can see, the Saucers lead 3-1 over the Maneaters. And we're going to see what happens here. So let's go right into it. Grover Griffin on for the Maneaters, and then Jalen McMaster on. So, these are repeats now. Now that we got into the 5th game. So McMaster won his first start, 3.18 ERA, 0-1 for Grover Griffin. 8.10 ERA. So that's over 8 ERA. It's not too good. So anyway, we're gonna get right into it. And what the hell is that on my sheet? Stuff all over the place. Yeah. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's a very hot Thursday. I'm wearing an orange shirt. I sweat through it just like 10 minutes ago because I had to take apart something in my car, and then I also had to water my garden and such. And it's like 90-some degrees out. The Speed Demon Maneaters versus the Saucers of Stilton. Their extreme contact specialists. Spud Pepperoni is the fan favorite. Favorite is Joey K. Shout out Joey K. For sure. I know Spud Pepperonis is his favorite player. And McMaster out on the hill. McMaster looks like a skinny old man wearing slippers from the back. All right, Pepperoni's grounds to Peacock across the diamond. Lazy throw across the diamond to Lowry. The first out, here comes Bell. 385 for her. And a pretty good tourney overall, let's say. McMaster, 4-seamer slider, curveball, changeup. More of an accuracy junk kind of guy, though he can throw it kind of okay and fast, maybe, somewhat. A lot of junk right there, a lot of curveballs, a lot of sliders. That slider in the dirt. Full count on Bell, and that's another foul. We reset. Down on strike she goes. The 84-mile-an-hour changeup. And that brings up Andrew Kerr. 273 for Kerr. It's a little swinging bunt. Back to McMaster, out number 3. And Kerr hit 420 in the last tournament. He had a very good 13 games for the Maneaters last time. Saucers were eliminated in the first round during the first tournament, as we all know from the Asiago Aeroplanes, I believe. Here's Griffin facing off against Spencer. Left fielder here, corner outfield. The Yankees could use a corner outfielder. 0-2 on him. 1-2. That one's fouled away. Big trade deadline stuff going on, folks, in MLB. I say big trade deadline stuff, but really nothing has happened yet. That's a little lazy pop to Connor for the first out. In steps Lowery. 401 homer, 3 RBIs for him. Continuing his hot hitting for the first tournament, but a little swing and bunt back to Griffin here. That's out number 2. So brings up Batista, who has struggled, the number 3 hitter. So let's talk real quick about Griffin And his, maybe we won't. His pitch arsenal will get that next half inning. Goose eggs all around so far. Heart of the order up. Quentin Jock, Travis Valencia, Buddy Greenman. 4, 5, and 6 here for your Mozzarella Maneaters. Well, I have to say, look pretty sharp in the red and grays. And Jock grounds. Ooh, a little Sunday hop on a Thursday afternoon for Bracketeer. Number 1. Travis Valencia steps in. DH here. Valencia. What did he hit? Is that 270? The DH? That is 289. 3 homers, 10 RBIs in the last tournament for this team. 45 at-bats for him. Pretty good tourney. Bracketeers getting busy out there. Getting jiggy with it out at short. That is out number 2, and Buddy Greenman steps in. 267 for him. 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Now McMaster is really using that junk. You see a lot of changeups. Every now and then mixes in the fastball, but it's relying solely on the changeups. Changeup, slider, curve. Like I said, mixes in that fastball here and there, that 4-seamer, but really going with the changer, slide up, curve. 4-seamer, 2-seamer, changeup, and curveball here for Griffin, the southpaw, as Cannon Wilhelm steps in. Catcher for the Saucers. Of course, we're at the Corral, folks, the home of the Saucers. And that one is hit. Out to Bell, that is out number 1. Anson Caldwell steps in. 312 for him. I think I mentioned last video, but last game that we were together. I think that was funny. I can't remember what these players looked like in Super Mega Baseball 3. They just look like the way they look to me now. It's funny how that works. Everybody's still hating on this game a little bit. That is hit in. Oh, Wallace cuts it off. I thought that might get to the wall. Don't think he would have got to second anyway. So it's a base hit. Brings up Bracketeer, their number 6 hitter, and hitting the hell out of the ball. 688, 1 homer, 6 RBIs. Take that back. I think he would have got to second. He's a pretty good speedy guy on first base. There it goes. Testing Spud's arm, and safe. Stolen bag. The righty in the box. Might be a good time to try another steal. Maybe get something going. 2-2. Down on strike she goes. Guess not. Here's Gabe Peacock. So 2 outs, runner on second here. A little quick pitch and pitch out. Griffin thought something was doing. And that one's a base hit down the line. Into the left field corner. It's going to score a run. And Peacock with the RBI single. Puts the Stilton Saucers ahead. As Arnie Miller steps in now. 222 for him. Not a lot of production at the bottom of this order. And that one over to Greenman, out number 3. But the Saucers get on the board first. This is a real great stadium here. And sure, there are a lot of Saucer fans here in attendance. Their home park, but I see some red shirts out there for the Maneaters. I see some purple shirts, but I'm not really sure what they're rooting for. And that's a pop fly into left field. Spencer's there, out. Number 1, Jax Griffith steps up. 364 for him, number 8 hitter. 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Boy, Bracketeer's been busy there at shortstop.
The left fielder, number 2, Kenneth Connor.
And in steps Connor, the number 9 hitter, with 2 outs. In the top of the third, this game's cruising right along. That's a base hit up the middle. So the Maneaters get a base runner here, a little 2-out base knock. The top of the order comes up. Spud hitting 286. Let me see what Spud did last time. Did he have a good series last time? Yes, he did. 308 from the Mozzarella catcher. Guess Spud, of course, is modeled after Bryce Harper. Looks like Bryce Harper, kinda. The Phillies' everyday first baseman now, I suppose. Freaking guy. That freaking guy. All right, Sid Lucas up. Sid Lucas, this is his first at-bat? Yeah. I hadn't seen Sid Lucas before. Let me look at the scouting report. Doesn't matter, but let's see. First out. Sid Lucas didn't even register an at-bat in the last tournament. In these, 6 games that the Saucers played. And that one's fouled away. 1 and 2. And now the 2 and 2. Popped foul. 2 and 2 again. And again a foul ball. And again the 2 and 2. And now the 3 and 2. Approaching the 40 pitch mark here in the 3rd inning, and Griffin gets him. Griffin's kind of a middle of the road pitcher, I suppose. Batters hit 269 against him. He had 25 strikeouts, only gave up 2 long balls, so that's kind of nice. Lowery hits a towering fly ball into right center. Bell is there for the 3rd out. 2, 3, and 4 now for the Mozzarella Maneaters. All right, let's see where Masters at. 33 pitches. Wow, very economical out there in the top of the 4th. It's only given up 1 hit, too. And it hit last inning. That was it. Got no strikes. Got to tell you, folks, my team in my franchise that I'm playing through, which I've made note that it is the Asiago Aeroplanes. Played with them since Super Mega Baseball 2. My team, as that's a strike, is terrible. I thought I built a pretty good team, and I did not. Last wild card, the first season that I played, we won the championship. Then we were very, very good in the 2nd season. Won the championship. 1 and 7 so far to start off. Not looking good for my team in the franchise mode. That franchise play is coming soon to a oh my god. To a stream near you. To a Twitch near you. Only 3 hits, folks. The RBI base hit is pretty much the only thing separating these 2 teams as Batista steps in. And it's 3, 4, and 5 here for the Saucers in the 4th. Don't exactly know what Big Hack does. I'll have to look into that. Big Hack, I feel like, is a good thing, but also could be a bad thing. I think they're trying to really crush the ball. 2 and 2. That's what Les Batista has. 2 and 2 again. And that's base hit. Into right field. All right. That brings up Wilhelm. I didn't realize Wilhelm had a noodle arm, so that's not very good for a catcher behind the plate. Runner's going. And another stolen base on Spud Pepperoni's behind the plate. I would say also in Griffin. He's a lefty. He's not really paying attention. Runner at second has very good speed now. With 3-0 count. Wilhelm walks him. So 2 on. Nobody out in the 4th. And here's Anson Caldwell. And just kind of hits that off the end of the bat, knobbed it. I guess that wouldn't be knobbed, it's kind of cue balled it. Base hit into right field. It was a slow roller, but the runners stay put, and that brings up Bracketeers over 1, but as we know, it's hitting the hell out of the ball. The base is juiced, nobody out. As Red Barber would say, ducks in the pond here for the Saucers. And quickly in the hole, 0-2, Bracketeer. And fouls that one away. And again, 0-2. That one was ripped well ahead of it, though, 0-2. And got her to chase, down and away, Ryan Howard style. Gabe Peacock in. He had an RBI. That's the only RBI. But let's see if we can do something here. The baseball-themed pinball last, and ooh, that's a base hit up the middle. 1 run comes home. Here comes another run, and it's a 2 RBI single. Gabe Peacock getting it done. The 7-hole for the Stilton Saucers. They lead it 3-0. The runners at the corners too, and only 1 out. So I have a baseball-themed pinball, folks, in my house, and I was playing it last night. And boy, oh boy, do I love a bunt. Little squeeze play, love it. And the run scores, and 4-0. Didn't really know where I was going with the pinball story, but I was playing it last night. I was having myself a good time watching the Yankees do just okay. The okayest team out there. Have a good record. Yankees have a good record, but they're just okay. Down on strikes he goes. Lucas not having a good debut. But they get 3 runs. 4-0 now. The Saucers lead it in the top of the 5th. And in steps Travis Valencia. See where McMaster's at in terms of pitch count. 46, still looking good. Still a lot of gas in the tank. Look at that. This old man can pitch it. I think he has like mutton chop. No, he has a full beard. I think he had mutton chops only for some reason. That's base hit into left field.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4,
Greenman steps up to the plate, sporting his stars and stripes looking arm sleeve. And that's a base hit, just gets past the diving Bracketeer. All right, so 2 on, nobody out. Top of the 5th, and the Maneaters are threatening. Again, this is an elimination game for them, so they lose, they're done. And that will kind of erase their excellent run that they had last tournament. Which, honestly, I'm looking at their stats now. I'm kind of surprised at a good run. Their pitching was terrible. That's a foul ball. Is that a 1 or is that... No, that's a 7. Actually, Griffin was their only pitcher last time that had an ERA under 4.15. Griffin was the only pitcher on the Maneaters during their 13-game run with an ERA under 4.05. Their highest was 10.95 by Shepard. Jax Griffith steps in. 2 on, 1 out. And this could be 2. Lowry to Bracketeer, back to McMaster. They can't do it. Good running. Kenneth Connor. Now we know Bob Pacheco, Officer Bob Pacheco from the boomerangs. Kenneth Connor looks like the next step up. Kenneth Connor actually looks like he's not Officer Bob Pacheco. He's Detective Connor. Looks like he's definitely taken a step up in the game. And, ooh, boy, that gets away from Wilhelm. Runner advances. So, second and third now, 2 outs. Looks like his nickname could be Detroit. Like Detroit Connor. There's Detroit Connor. All right, Spud Pepperoni's up now. Bases juiced. We've seen him go yard once. And a lot of speed on the base pass. So maybe a hit into the gap. Maybe a little oppo shot into that deep part of the ballpark. Maybe not that. 1 and 2 now on Pepperonis. And over to Peacock. That is out number 3. They leave the bases loaded. And very, very aptly put the organ music plays. Whatever that is. What is that called? Dun, 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 dun. Whatever that's called. Like a morose song. Generic morose song. 1 and 2 on, who's this? Spencer? Is this Spencer up? Yeah, top of the order. 1 and 2. Over to Griffith. Out, number 1. And Lowry steps in. He's 0 for 2. Not a lot of hits on the Saucers. Well, I mean, not a lot of hits just in general, I suppose. All right, Griffin is out. Dixon is in. 4.15 ERA for her last time. Now I'm really looking at that. Those ERA stats, that's interesting. Base hit up the middle, yeah. Bell just kicks up some dirt in front of her, short hops it, and brings up Batista. But Les Batista, an A-rated player, he's absolutely doing nothing. Just like that, that was off the fist. Hands in off the fist, pops it up. Here's something cool. I found a baseball glove in my car today. That was a cool thing. All right, here's Cannon Wilhelm. I think he's 0 for. And a grounder over to Jock. That should do it out number 3. Top of the 6th we go. And that's some sad-looking faces, frustrated-looking faces over there on the Maneaters bench. As Riot Bell comes in and does some trash talking to McMaster. 75 pitches for McMaster, so he's up there. Maybe enough gas in the tank, though, to finish out the game, depending how this inning goes, I suppose. 1 and 2 on Bell. And now the 2 and 2 fouled away. Down on strikes. Down on strikes she goes, and in steps Andrew Kerr. Need to wet my whistle. 2-0 on Kerr. And boy, oh boy, he all off balance with that one. Not with that one, though. That one is gone. Andrew Kerr with the dead central shot. 435-foot jacks. One of the deepest parts of this ballpark. First home run, first RBI of the tourney, and that puts Maneaters on the board. Quentin Jock looks like he listens to NASCAR podcasts and Kid Rock. So the Maneaters get on the board 4-1. They still trail it. And that's another hit, though. All right, so maybe they're getting at McMaster at this point, so maybe a pitching change is in order. As Valencia steps up. No, they're sticking with him. There's a strike, 1-1. Ball in the dirt, good block. Wilhelm behind the plate. Boy, don't put it there again. 2 and 2. Good eye from Valencia. And that one is gone. Actually, did he get under that? No. Onto the netting. A 2-run jack. For Valencia's first homer, second RBI of the tournament. He had, what, 3 home runs last time? It's about damn time. So that puts the Maneaters within 1. Buddy Greenman up. And they're still sticking with McMaster. I can't believe this. That should be an easy second out. The one thing I would like to know, so as we see the field as it's laid out here, a lot of dirt, a lot of clay. And Wallace steps up. I was just going to say, now there's going to be a pitching change. All right, Brady. Regan Brady comes in. There's a lot of dirt, a lot of clay here. Not a lot of water, so not a lot of water to or grass, rather. Not a lot of grass to water as he goes down on strike. So they get 3 runs, folks. 4-3 now. Saucers are going to be looking for some insurance runs in this half inning. So it does make me wonder, with not a lot of grass to water and a lot of dirt, if you want to do a natural grass field out in the desert, is this kind of like a model that you go for whatever the next iteration of the Oakland Athletics is in Las Vegas? I would love to see something like this. I'd love to see something maybe a little more unique for the desert. They're probably going to have to go with turf. I imagine they can't go with a grass field in the desert. And over to Greenman. That's out number 2. You know, when I was in Sedona, it was Peacock, 2 for 2, 3 RBIs. He's going to be your player of the game for sure. If they can pull it off. When I was in the desert in Sedona, Arizona for my honeymoon, many moons ago, almost 10 years ago at this point, holy shit. Down on strikes. We went to this local state park and drove by the high school, and the high school in Sedona was a turf field, which made a lot of sense. So let's see if Brady can shut things down here. Yeah, let's see. Was this top of the order? This is 8, 9, and 1 due up here. Griffith, he can hit the long ball. Down on strikes, though. All right. Kenneth Connor in now. Detective Connor. Detroit Connor. Slow roller over to Miller. Bare hands and fires, and the Maneaters are down to their final out, and it's all up to Spud Pepperonis. Can he do it? He's 0 for 3 today. Can he hit the long ball and tie this game up? So the first pitch he sees. And he's in the hole 0-2. Boy, he's a little late in these pitches. Down on strikes goes Pepperonis. And the Stilton Saucers win, and they advance to the next round of the tournament. I believe they're our first team to advance the next round. Yeah, they are, because this is the first time we're going around the horn with everyone. All right, let's take a look at the lines here, folks. 3-6-0 to 4-6-0. Boy, that was a scary top of the 6th for this Saucers fans. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts for the Maneaters. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts for the Saucers. Not a lot of offense, like I said. 2 for 3. Valencia had a dinger, 2 RBIs. Great day for Gabe Peacock, 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. 2 for 3 day, 2 for Caldwell. These might be names you see up there, but McMaster actually might be up there too. Pitched a great game, 5 strikeouts. Improves his record to 2-0. Brady gets the save, Griffin gets the loss, and yeah, there they are. Guys who hit the long ball always get preference. So, with that, folks, the Mozzarella Man... Wait a minute. Actually, are they not the first team? Yeah, okay. They're not the first team to get eliminated. I just had this moment where I was like, oh yeah, remember? The Pipers got swept by the aeroplanes. So, aeroplanes move on. Saucers move on. All right, that is some interesting, weird, wild stuff, folks. But that is it for me right now. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. And we'll check you guys out next time. More Cheese League Baseball action here on YouTube. And yeah, come check us out. Subscribe, like, share, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Later. Bye.